Here's a shot of my tilapia pond. It's not a pond, it's an IBC tote. I call it a pond. Sitting in the basement. See if I get the fish to come up and eat. There's about, I think, 12 tilapia in there. That's just regular cichlid pellets, and that's algae wafers. I feed them algae wafers also. Tilapia normally eat plants. I mean, not normally, but they also eat plants. I actually threw a water sprite plant in there yesterday. I picked up at a cichlid swap meet, and they finished the whole water sprite plant in one day. The largest one in there is about 6 inches. I've had them for probably about maybe half a year, maybe about 6 months, 6 to 8 months. But I do live in Chicago, so since I live in Chicago, in the cold climates, there's a heater in there, but it still keeps the water kind of chilly. Tilapia, these are blue tilapia, so they're good down to 55 degrees. That they'll stay alive, but they're almost like dormant, where they only eat like maybe every other day or every 3 days. And you know, I'm doing this as a hobby just for the fish, just because I love fish. I love freshwater fish. I'm not doing it to raise them and grow them really big, really fast for production or for eating them. You know, in the summertime they'll probably be breeding. There's actually breeders right now in there, a breeding couple, but the water's not warm enough to breed right now. If I were to take them out of there or make the water warmer, they would actually be breeding, but it's still kind of cold right there. I'm going to back up a little bit so you get a look at my filter and what I have set up here. The pump you see in the right hand side right there, it's a 258 per hour pump, 258 gallon per hour pump. That's I got that from Harbor Freight Tools. There's a bar right by the pump. There's a bar heater. It's a 250 watt heater, and then there's one aerator stick in there. I do have a couple of clay pots in there. The fish do like to hide in there. Like I said, right now there's about 12 of them. I do try to keep live plants in there because I believe in aerating the water with live plants, or not aerating it, but oxygenating the water with live plants. Like I said, this is an IBC tote. I'm going up a little bit. The filter I've actually made myself. If you can see, the water is actually very clear. For you know, the last time I did a water change probably was about 2 weeks ago, and there's about 12 fish. They're decent sized fish, so that water is actually very clear. Don't get any other color than that. This filter works really good, and all it is a 5-gallon bucket filter. So I'll have to go ahead and I'll show you how I did the 5-gallon bucket filter. But let me back up a little bit, because I did cut the IBC tote. So if you see right there, the IBC tote, that's only maybe about 125 gallons in there, or 120 gallons in there. I took the metal frame away from the IBC tote, and if you just leave the plastic part without the metal frame, the sides of it bend down a lot, so I mean you can't fill it out with water. It looks really sloppy. The water will just fill out the sides. So I just framed around it to keep it the IBC tote straight. What I was going to do is actually screw the tote to the top of the 2x4 that's right there, and put 2x4 walls on the side of it to put paneling around it and put a top on it. One of the things I did wrong is, seeing that I live in Chicago, it is on a concrete floor right now. So with it being on the concrete floor in Chicago in the winter, it's taking a lot more heat, a lot more electricity for that 250 watt heater to heat that water. So this winter, or this summer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain this whole tote, get the fish out of there, and make a platform, make a floor with the surround, so it can sit on the insulated floor, and then have an insulated surround around it and panel that. Therefore, it could be a lot warmer with the heater on it. Anyways, that's my tilapia. There's about 12 of them. I'm going to do a video on the filter that I made for the water. And also I got 10 more upstairs, but they're smaller ones. I'll do a little video on that. Alright, hope you enjoyed it.